Hello there. Where are you being called to release control and leap into the unknown? Your initiation here is to trust the path without a map, letting go of all logic, ego, and what you should be. You're having to overcome your fear of looking foolish, and you're having to overcome that inner critic. The part of your life that's asking for a leap is this Eight of Cups, right? Being willing to walk away. That's your leap of faith. Desiring more, seeking more fulfillment, not fearing, detaching from a situation, not feeling like you have to hold on so tightly. This is a path of a true seeker. And yeah, you're just seeking more. So many times you get stuck feeling overly attached or overly invested or willing to put up with confusion or chaos instead of just walking away. So what's keeping you from trusting the unknown? What fear keeps you from walking away and detaching? You don't want to cause any chaos. You don't want a friendship or a relationship to fall apart. You may feel like this was destined or fated. You've become attached to something being a fortunate thing, so you don't want to let it go. Even though it may not be that fulfilling. The Three of Cups can be very, light, casual. But the Wheel of Fortune here says you need to trust in the unknown here. It may be that your ego holds you on to a particular person or connection or environment, a group of people. You may fear losing friendships, losing a sense of connection and purpose. Yeah, because the Emperor likes stability and control. But you're being supported in taking this leap. What the support and synchronicity that surrounds you if you take this leap is Ace of Cups in the reverse. You want a deeper level of love and connection, and you're being called to self-love. You will be supported if you choose yourself in this situation. That, maybe it's not good enough, or it's not what you want. And it's like Spirit is saying, don't fear wanting something better, wish fulfillment. Don't fear seeking that cup. And the wisdom you carry is, you know what it's like to continue to complete cycles or have loose ends or unfinished business or unintegrated things that just aren't going anywhere. It's like you get attached to a sense of purpose and destiny, even though it's not giving you emotional fulfillment or it's not reflective of self-love and worth and what you truly desire for yourself. You have everything here to complete out a cycle, to move through that tower energy, to let it go, to let it crumble. If it was meant to be, it would be. But when you stay too attached to a relationship or a person, you could actually miss out on this good fortune. You know something's done. You know something may not go anywhere. So why not go somewhere where you are loved, where you are accepted? And when you take this leap of faith, yeah, you become better, you improve, you become more individuated, self-sufficient. You realize you never really needed this situation to be stable and happy. And you become a more well-manifested version of yourself. You know, the Nine of Pentacles just enjoys their life. They enjoy the fruits of their labor. They have self-love, value. Many of you are leaving behind connections and relationships that just aren't going anywhere, even after you've already learned the lesson. Because there's this fear like, oh, well, if you don't follow through with it, you know, it's like you outstay your welcome in places and in situations. Not that you're not always welcome, but it's like there's not even a stable foundation. Many of you may even just be holding on to connections and relationships that aren't really that stable anyway. And that's the art of detachment. It's just being willing to, just end something, and go your own way. So, let's see. You're being called somewhere. You just feel like there's something out there. And you're crossing that threshold. You're getting ready to like really go for it. Oh, yeah. The Ace of Earth. There's a new beginning that you're wanting to have, a new financial start. You're planting seeds. And you're ready to start having new patterns. You're needing to separate from your broken dreams, your heartache, your grief, things that didn't work out, or things that still continue to bring you grief. This is also about being willing to let go of the past, being hopeful, giving yourself the potential for growth. And Virgo season could be really significant here because Venus in Virgo is all about, finally making it, like seeing some progress. If there's something that you're wanting to do between now and summertime, it's like, this is the time to do it. This is the time to take action. And don't worry about these people or something coming back together. Sometimes Three of Cups could be like reconciliation, like trying to hold on to something that's already run its course or wasn't really meant to be in your life. Because the fear is coming from communication. Maybe you fear losing contact or you fear losing people. Or you're still communicating or engaging with certain people that it's like you feel, maybe this could even be networking, not wanting to lose networks or contacts with people. Also, it could be you're getting feedback that's not really aligning with you. Those broken dreams, that longing, that feeling of abandonment, maybe you've lost touch with people, or you're not getting good feedback from a relationship, or you're getting new information, you're seeking to make new connections. Don't be fearful of losing connection, like superficial connections, in order to seek deeper levels of connection with people. And the support is you're going to rediscover yourself, your self-love. Because I'm getting that you weren't feeling very loved or valued. There wasn't a really solid foundation with these people or a person anyway. What's supporting you? Yeah, something was toxic. Something was just a trauma bond. These people could be energy vampires. They're not really serving your purpose. They're draining you. They're part of an old cycle. It's just like you're not benefiting. You keep going back, or there's like an addictive pattern here. And it's hard to break patterns. It's hard to be willing to leave a relationship that's not fulfilling you. Like just going through the motions, not really building anything, but also not wanting to let it go because you don't want to be alone, things like that. Or hanging out with certain people and they don't really support you in doing better for yourself. They just you don't just feel like you're not getting anywhere when you're dealing with certain people like that. And it's going to help you to close out a cycle. Just accept that something's over. Yeah, resistance, fear, clinging to old ways, not wanting to change. So you need to ask yourself, as you take this leap of faith, what are you really wanting? You're going to have to be willing to release and surrender. 8 of Cups. You have to be willing to walk away from things. Even newer relationships. If you feel like you're going to start repeating a pattern with a new relationship or friendship, you have to be willing to kind of see those triggers or those red flags of like, wait, this isn't going to work. It's not going to serve you to keep attaching yourself to certain things. And it's like you're doing this from a place of fear, not from a place of true authenticity. Because when you're living in your authentic truth, you don't fear walking away from people anymore. You know that you can plant new seeds and start new patterns. Like deep down, many of you are realizing that. And you're realizing that you're just doing better on your own. It's like you elevate, you become more valuable as a person because you're not worried about staying attached to people anymore. It's like you show people how to treat you by being willing to walk away from things that are betrayal or, painful for you. So breaking those patterns, breaking out of your comfort zone too. A lot of times we don't close out cycles because we get comfortable in the toxicity, or we get comfortable with the discomfort. We just accept it. After you take this step, you become very powerful powerful as the Nine of Pentacles, but you become more abundant and you are able to overcome deception, self-deception, making better choices because you're always choosing yourself, and you're doing this from a place of self-love. It's going to make you more attractive, more positive. You're going to get your energy back. You're going to get your glow back when you do this. Not falling for that same toxic pattern anymore. You're going to be able just to enjoy the moment, not just reliving things or staying stuck. Yeah, being willing to walk away. And what are you walking towards? You're definitely walking towards something that's going to grow, that's going to have more potential. You certainly aren't going to have potential in Devil energy or South Node energy. You're awakening to that. A major shift, a powerful shift is unfolding, reshaping the world you know. What once felt stable may fall away. Yeah, what felt stable, it felt stable at one point because it was your comfort zone. It's what you knew. Sometimes we just kind of stay with what's known or with what's, just getting comfortable in the discomfort. But this is a major shift. What once felt stable may fall away to make room for something more aligned. This is not a breakdown, but a breakthrough. Yeah, this is a breakthrough. You're like, wow, I feel like your energy is going to get so much lighter too. It's like, oh, I don't have to do that again. That doesn't feel good. You don't have to keep, staying just with people, places, and things that just aren't making you happy. That's when you're going to get to that Nine of Cups. That's where the universe and spirit, that's where they want you to be. Leveled up. And a veil of protection. Even as the storm approaches, a protective energy surrounds you. Trust that you are anchored in safety no matter how strong the winds blow. So you're going to be protected. You walking away from this, even though it may feel destabilizing, you're going to be protected as you make this shift. If you're breaking up with somebody or leaving behind a friendship, it's actually going to protect you because it's like the universe is supporting that movement, you moving into your purpose, you being aligned. And a lot of times alignment requires letting things go, letting it fall away. And when you're in the present moment and you're enjoying your life, you're a lot less susceptible to Seven of Swords or temptation or self-deception. That's the energy of confusion and murkiness and, karmic cycles. So new love, a new romantic relationship is unfolding that will be deeply meaningful to you. Yeah, you're going to find a new relationship, a new partnership that's a lot more meaningful. I'm getting that these relationships were very superficial. Some of them might try to come back around to get you to repeat cycles. That's what karmic connections do. They keep feeding off of your rejection of yourself, basically. They feed off of that. That's devil energy. The crescent moon As the moon grows, so can your wealth, health, and happiness. Stay positive. Yeah, it's positive. It's exciting to move on, to move forward, to let things go. Because I'm getting that something could be heavy. It's like trying to hold something up that's not meant to be for you feels really heavy and exhausting. Yeah, outlaw. Defiance, walking your own path. Yeah, don't be afraid to walk your own path. Don't feel like you have to conform to what everybody else is doing. You're breaking norms. You are not bound by the rules of the world. You create your own. Honor the rebel within who refuses to be tamed. You're not going to be tamed or bound to these past people or the current people that you're dealing with or relationship. There's defiance. You're an outlaw by being willing to just say, look, this doesn't work. This isn't aligned with your path anymore. Defiance and walking your own path. It might feel like defiance. It might feel uncomfortable. You know, change is uncomfortable. It is a little destabilizing, but it's going to lead to a lot of growth and abundance and relationships that are balanced and harmonious and good for you. Listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. So communication. Some of you are feeling really misunderstood in connections, but you're also needing to listen to people. People are actually expressing their truth, for better or worse. Some of you are needing to really listen to what people are saying, what they're communicating. Also listening to what's not being said. Sometimes silence says a lot, or actions say a lot, but you're kind of listening to that universal communication. Something's being communicated, or someone's going to want to try to come back in or talk to you. And you're needing to really listen to what this person or people are saying before, you know, getting reeled back in. And I'm also getting that these people don't really listen to you. They don't really pay attention to who you truly are. They don't value. They're only speaking to be heard. They're not speaking to actually get to know you. And that's ego, right? People just... That's a false foundation. People just, you know, feeding off your energy, getting their ego fed while draining your life forces. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to Eight of Cups. Don't be afraid to walk away at this time. And I wish you the best of luck. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Alchemize Yourself Tarot, and I really hope to have you here again. Bye.